I got 10 years to fill a stadium, but only 2 minutes to fill your cranium. Humble the poet, signing in. I get so many tweets and Instagrams about how my friendship with Lily is goals. But not as goals as my beard. Hashtag beard goals. And I realize this is all based on what they see through social media. And then they compare what they see to the friendships that they have. And then they realize what they have isn't as good compared to us. So it becomes goals. But how do you know how we really are? The whole thing could be staged. We could be getting paid by the hashtag goal company to give you a reason to use the hashtag goals. Nah, I'm playing. Our friendship's dope. Actually, our real friendship is a lot better than social media could ever show. Because social media isn't about what's real, it's about what looks good. And everyone, including you, me, and all those tech savvy old people, are using it to put their best foot forward. And I don't have a problem with that. Filter on, baby girl or baby boy. It just becomes a problem when we begin to compare. What we see on social media is a collection of the highlights of people's lives. What we don't see is what's happening behind the scenes. There's a popular quote: don't compare your behind the scenes with somebody else's highlight reel. Everyone's going through something and feeling some sort of struggle. And just like you and me, we're not going to be plastering these struggles all over social media, except Twitter. People love to bellyache on Twitter, especially in the middle of the night. Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. When we play the comparing game, we automatically lose, because there's always going to be somebody better off. Combine the comparing game with social media and you won't be having a pleasant time, my friend. Social media depression is what they call it. When I was on tour internationally, I didn't have access to the internet all the time. I realized my anxiety levels had gone down by a lot, simply because I didn't have access to social media. And now I continue to have phone-free times during my day, and those times are marvelous. Social media is kind of like the modern day alcohol. It feels like the cause and the solution to all of life's problems. It encourages us to have a life for display purposes only. And that's why when cool shit's happening, everyone's grabbing their phones to capture it. Because it seems like it's more important to show people what we're experiencing than actually experiencing it ourselves. This is a life-changing event. And it looks so much better through my screen. So I guess the real question is, what are your goals? The type of goals that no one else can see. The type of goals that you can improve simply by adding a filter. The type of goals that fulfill you to the point that you don't really care if anybody else notices. Because really, if we're only living to impress everybody else, we're not going to be happy for very long. The best parts of my relationship with Lily are the conversations and the experiences we're having when there are no cameras around. I learned a lot watching her achieve her goals, and that's taught me a lot about how to achieve mine. I also have a lot of many close, wonderful and awesome friends that'll never make it on my Instagram. A lot of you now have begun growing up in a world where we spend more time on our phones looking at somebody else's life than living our own. And it's cool to escape sometimes. It's cool to live vicariously through somebody else. But it's much cooler to focus on creating the life that you want. Then you can busy yourself enjoying that. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. If you like the way I think or the things I say, do check out my book, Unlearn. You can get yourself a copy at unlearn101.com or Amazon or anywhere else that sells books online. Also, for those folks who can't get it shipped to their country or want it right now, go to unlearn101.com and get the audiobook version, which has me reading you my book in my sexy, mumbly voice. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this. I really appreciate that. Please share it with somebody that you care about or somebody that you don't. Also, check my last video where I got my world tour tattoo. I explain why I got the tattoo, what kind of tattoo I got, and a whole bunch of other stuff in between. Much love. I got this tattoo to commemorate that part of the tour, the people. Each member of the tour was asked to decorate a paper airplane. Motherfucker. Each paper airplane was then given 26 dashes that represent the 26 cities that we visited.